man, we got some exciting Honda news to talk about. A potential rival to this bike. There was the CB400 Super 4 that was trademarked in many markets, but today we're talking about something actually a little bit bigger displacement. Is it going to come to America? Well, let's find out. I am in the university town. This is called Ave Maria, Florida. My wife actually is an alum here, and I live a little bit, now that I moved, I live a little bit closer to this area, so it's a great place to go on a ride, check out the beautiful church here, and it's just a cute little college town. Pretty sleepy, even when school's in session. It's pretty cool. There's nothing else here. There's now an Ace Hardware, which is a big deal. Ace Hardware, there's a few Asian restaurants here now, which that makes it a lot more livable for me. There's the good old pub. In my earlier days, I went over to the pub, but that's about it. That's the city right there, and then the rest is like a golf course neighborhood or golf course gated community bonanza down here, of course. All right, so what do we have with Honda's new trademark? Well, okay, thank you. Honda's rumored to reveal in just a few days from now at the upcoming Chinese motorcycle show. It's called like SEMA China or something. Supposedly they're revealing a new CBR500R and CB500R Super 4. Ooh, little roundabouts. Roundabouts are the only turns I really have in Florida. These Super 4s are about ready to be revealed and produced in China with a local joint venture for Honda's motorcycles in China. All right, I know about their car joint ventures like GAC or Dongfeng. Honda has a couple joint ventures with the automobiles, but motorcycles is a bit foreign to me over there. And this bike is going to be huge over in China. It's going to go against the Cove, the CF Moto, QJ. I think there's quite a few different 400 to 500 cc super sports, which are all inline 4 high revving bikes, just like this, okay? Just like the Kawasaki ZX4RR. Now, in America, really this is your only option. Gosh, there's just so many cops around here. It is crazy. That's the 4th cop I've seen on my way out here, and including this area. It's crazy. But they are supposed to reveal this bike for China, and it will be produced in China. Will we see it produced in China and exported to the United States? Well, look, Honda, I don't know if Honda's doing it now, but we know that other manufacturers are building them in India, exporting them to the United States. Guys, it's time. You gotta let it rip. Little sand here, you gotta be careful. There we go. Oh, doggy. That's good enough for me. All right. You know, the CB500 is definitely welcome as a Super 4, not a parallel twin. We already have that. It's a cheap motorcycle, and there's nothing spirited about that. It looks good. The CBR500R that we have in the US, it doesn't do anything to move the needle. It's just pure practicality, which practicality makes 0 sense for me when I'm talking about motorcycles, because they're extraordinarily impractical. All right, so I need something when it comes to motorcycles that really moves the needle. And unless you're even the CBR650R, you know, that bike is heavier than this. It has more power. In theory, it's a little bit faster, especially probably after 60 miles an hour than this, but like, this is a much more applicable, more enjoyable, more stable motorcycle, I would say, and it revs a lot higher than that CBR650. So Honda needs an inline 4 to slot underneath of it that is true super sport, and they can do it with the CBR500R, but they could also do it with the CBR CB400R Super 4. And they need to do this, all right? The two reasons, all right? In China, they need the 500 to compete again in the Chinese market. Now, with tariffs, I highly doubt Honda would make it there and export a 500 to the United States. Now, since 2022, Honda hasn't had a 399cc inline 4 for the Japanese market. They canceled their really old inline 4 400 Super 4 in 2022, and they need something to replace it. Look, the new CB1000F and SE models are replacing the CB1300 Super 4 and Goldor models. All right, so they got that covered, at least on the, you know, leader bike sort of stuff. Now they need to come out with that retro CB400 Super 4, retro styled, beautiful inline 4, not only for the Japanese market, but bring it into the United States. That would be epic, and it would compete against this bike. But, you know, Kawasaki doesn't make, at least that I'm aware of, they don't make a naked or retro version of this platform. It would be cool, but they don't, all right? Honda has this opportunity to take this inline 4, make a naked out of it, a retro naked, and a sexy super sport that looks like this, or, you know, you could say it looks like a baby Fireblade. That's what I want. You know, we don't get the new CBR500RR. That sucks. We still get the old one. It's bonkers how it still exists while the new one exists in other markets. But this is Honda's opportunity to crush Chinese market with a 500 inline 4 and a naked version for that market, and then for our market, make it in Japan or Thailand or something. Just gotta make it. Make the inline 4 Super 4 retro style, and make it a super sport to compete against this bike. So you have two different flavors. Oh God, I love hitting the rev limiter on this thing. Okay, I know there are cops up here on this multi-lane setup up here, so I gotta behave myself. Look, Honda's CB500 does nothing for me, okay? I know it's a cheap motorcycle. It's cheap for them to produce because they have a 500 flavor of the 500X. They have the SCL. They have the Rebel, right? They put that 471cc or whatever parallel twin in everything. Fine engine, no character, good torque, but it's not a proper engine for anything sort of sporty. And that's why they need to have a Super 4 back into the US lineup, and they can't just bring it out in China and leave it there. At least give us some variation, whether it's a 399cc or that bike itself, the 500cc inline 4. Bring it to America and let us celebrate like the 80s and 90s with inline 4s that are just so fun and have so much charm, and a small package and a more affordable package. If Kawasaki can do it, there's no reason, absolutely zero reason, Honda can't do it as well. I mean, if it came out, would I trade my Kawasaki for it? I mean, it would have to be equally as good, if not better. I mean, it would have to be honestly better than this bike, which to me, I don't have any complaints with this bike. So Honda would have to make it cheaper, if not so if Honda can't make a Super 4 to the price of this bike or less, then I don't know how successful it would be. But the more competition, the better within small displacement inline 4s, and God bless Kawasaki for having the balls to do it. Is Honda going to have the balls? Well, in the automotive sector, they have zero balls right now. Everything's so neutered. A new Prelude, it's just a hybrid. It's like a Civic hybrid coupe, nothing more than that. All right, so hopefully in their motorcycle segment, where they generate most of the profit for the Honda group, that they can come out with some spirited inline 4, low displacement, affordable options. I think the world is ready for Honda to come back out with them. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the comments. Have a great day. Oh, and one last request. Honda, where's the CB500 air-cooled single for the US market? I am waiting. I'm still waiting. I want it. I would buy it day one if it were announced, but we'll see. Thank you. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Ride safe, drive safe, all those safe things. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.